in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole life, running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go missing? How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they knew what I was. Ain't know what it
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
30-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. That means your offense has to keep pace.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, he knocks him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill flushed out right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the red zone now, Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2 and a throw again. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Slam.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling their defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
15. First down, Titans.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From midfield, here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
on first down. Here's Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's caught by Parker. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Sanders for the extra.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's James. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A first down carry for Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd and 11. Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Kyle Van Noy showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 43 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run again with Breida. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. 31 yards.
1st and goal at the 4.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Titans, nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. On 2nd down, Tua. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Titans nothing. Jason
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
The 25-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 30.
30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Tua. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Good. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
Go home, boy.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And that's all you got. Races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On first down, it's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception.
Oh, my
Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Long strike. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Goodwin, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go, go, go. Hey, check right, check right. Watching it right. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 55 is mine, guys, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Claws red. Check, 55 to mine. Check, 55.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
47.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.